Hi guys, uh, Guts here. So, this is Fables and Frontiers session 5, I believe. First of all, usually I start these videos by buying some decorations and decorating it a little bit. I've already pretty much done that. So I've got the armchair, I got 2 couches, the table's all set up. For some reason, I couldn't put a couch on this rug right here. So I had to scooch everything over a little bit. Also, I think I've completely fixed all my mic issues. I'm moving away from desktop audio capture, unless other audio just doesn't work. And yeah, because the main issue was that my mic was being routed into desktop audio as well, and that was causing a lot of echoing, a lot of issues. So I'm just gonna try not to use that again. And I think it's helping. I'm not hearing any echo or feedback on my end, and we're golden, hopefully. Except that in messing with my mic settings today, I ended up recording I recorded session 5, and when I went to play back the video, there was no audio at all, which really, really sucked. So I've already done it. But I'll just read it to you guys this way. Dear Mir, I'm gonna need you to brace yourself for this one. What? Now? It's just that she gave me a rather literal heads up that she's coming here, and she needs to talk to you very badly, apparently, about what you've been doing. You know how she gets. She who, and I'm not doing anything. Oh, we beg to differ, sweet one. Poor, sweet, sad one. How our heart breaks for you so very much. Hi, Lizzie. How are you? We're just lovely. Thank you for asking. Anytime we can join our favorite children, it pleases us greatly. Though we must admit, we did not come here for that reason. We have come here because the sad one has caused an issue. Sad one? Oh, you aren't talking about me. You mean Arthur or Letty. Gracias, Capullo. What she said. We are not speaking of them. If we wish to speak to them, we would not have come. We would not have had to come here. Ugh. But you are not listening to us, sad one. You are not listening to anyone but the raging grief inside yourself. It has festered. It has grown. And it has borne you children, sad one. Many, many children in many, many places. Did the hungry, hungry horror guitar get into your special timey spacey drugs, Drifter? Ignore us at your peril. Your soul sits close to the edge of the void beside those touched by us. For in that membrane are echoes beyond time, beyond this world, beyond your own understanding. It hears your pain, it hears your rage, and it answers. And she's gone. Cool. Where were we? Amir, seriously, are you okay? For the last time, why wouldn't I be? I have everything I need in this endlessly looping hellscape. I have friends, endless pizza, endless games, the internet. I'm a fish in a perfectly kept aquarium. I'm just swimming around in circles forever around my plastic plants. In my fake, meaningless universe. Where nothing matters because I can't go anywhere, or do anything, or have any influence on anything, or become anything, or even make anything without it poofing away. But piss off. But my tank is great. It has everything I could want. So many people have it worse than me. Like they're dead. So yeah, I'm fine with my fucking plastic plants and meaningless, empty existence. No worse, I'm a hamster on a wheel, going around and 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 around, and no matter how fast I go, I get nowhere. So yeah, I'd really like it if you all spared me the soul's damned lectures right now and just let me do the thing I spent all yesterday working on, okay? Okay. Thank you. So before anyone else butts in here to comment esoterically about how Amir's problems are somehow now all your problems, so let's guilt Amir about it just cuz. Damn. Let's just get this started, shall we? It's gonna be a long one. If you gotta pee or get snacks, or if you want to bomb out, do it now. But fair warning, you leave, I'm gonna kill you off for reals in this one, K? K, good talk. Yeah, Amir's really big. I didn't read these two pieces of text. I just kind of went through here. But oh my god, Amir's being an asshole. The stairs before you curve into the darkness. You know what waits for you at the bottom. Knows you are coming. And you know he has your friends. There'll be no catching whoever or whatever he is by surprise. You're going in blind. Come, come. Don't be afraid. You hear him call to you. We've already started the Ord of Ors. His voice seems to come from everywhere and nowhere, echoing off the stark stones of the walls and the arched ceiling overhead. The torches in the iron scones as you descend are becoming fewer and fewer, the light casting an eerie purple instead of the natural orange-red. Your shadows that they cast upon the walls seem to dance in their own accord. You almost feel like you might be reaching the bottom, but you start to hear that other chortling, strange, almost choked laughter start to mix in with the other more nasally voice. But whatever language it's speaking in, you can't make it out, if it's even a language at all. Oh, don't be rude, the first voice says. Wait till they're here. Or wait till they get here. They won't be long. You won't be long now, will you? You can all talk now. We'll talk about this when you're ready. I head down the stairs. I will save my friends that I just met earlier that day. But hey, whatever. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, you pass through a large archway that looms overhead, flanked on both sides by the same unsettling, purple-flamed torches. The room opens up into a vast stone chamber, some 30 feet wide and 50 feet long. The ceiling disappears into darkness above you. At the far end burns a hearth that is large enough that if Morhime stood on your shoulders, she might be able to reach the mantle. It blazes with orange light. The combination of the orange and purple shadows makes the whole room feel off. The room is dominated in the center by a massive banquet table. It is set for 7. 3 chairs on one side, 3 on the other, and at the head, with its back to the flames, entirely obscured in shadow, is the 7th. Even still, you can make out the silhouette of a figure sitting in the chair framed by the fire. Welcome. You finally made it. Our mutual friend said you were coming, though he's a bit more punctual than you are. He reaches forward for a goblet of wine on the table, and you see that his arm is nothing but bones. A gold bracer around his wrist looks more like a manacle. From it dangles a few shattered links of gold chain. Another intact length runs in the darkness towards his throat, where a large collar, obscured in shadow, sits around the throat of the figure whose face you cannot see. But you're beginning to suspect that your host may not be wholly alive. Who are you, and what do you want? I ask as I step around the table and get a closer look at him. 2 very simple questions with 2 very complicated answers, I'm afraid. The man laughs. Questions I doubt we will have very long to delve into the details of. No. You're likely to lose your patience with me long before then, aren't you? For what you believe I've done to your friends, I think you will not see the purpose they serve in my new program. I decide there's no point in continuing the conversation. What have you done with my friends? Well, take a look for yourself. He gestures that skeletal hand to the banquet before him. Seated at the table are your friends, Morhime and Sanguina. They're staring at plates of food in front of them, glassy-eyed, expressions empty. They look alive, but pale, especially Morhime, as, let's be honest, with Sanguina, it's a bit hard to tell. Uncalled for. Accurate, but uncalled for. What I'm reading right now, Warframe. What have you done to them? Merely improvements. They have joined my new program. My first attempt at making skeletal armies profitable wasn't precisely successful. I was executed for heresy, etc., and so on. So now I'm working on a new program, calling it the Exalted Xenotype Imbued Meaty Undying Skeleton Program. Amir. What? Yo, can I roll for insight? This acting mad bookie. He's stalling. There's something trying to lurk on us. Roll them dice. Let's see if you're right. Nat 20. Lemao, my guy, what? No one gets a drop and Mercs Lord Raylan King scare, rolling on the floor, laughing. +4 to that, by the way. Yeah, no, you're all good. As the shadow figure is talking, Duchess's ears perk up. She sniffs the air and suddenly lets out a loud growl. The hair between her shoulders starts to raise and you can see her bare teeth. She fixates on her stare on a portion of the shadows. Something is moving closer to you, but it is obscured. Through your hunter senses, you can feel the trace of something. It's using magic, but there's some things that not even magic can fully hide, like smell. The stench of it is what hits you. Whatever is coming closer to you, trying to get the drop on you, it reeks. It somehow smells like the unmistakable scent of extreme body odor combined with the overwhelming incense of rotten flesh. It almost makes you retch as it wafts across your nose. The source of it is floating off the ground, some 15 feet away from you. To your right by the wall. It realizes suddenly that it has been seen and lets out a garbled, wet-sounding holler that makes it sound like someone's drowning a screaming horse. Boss map. An enormous, bulbous, hideously ugly thing appears before you. Its body is a mass of flesh that could loosely be described as what might have been a gigantic head with a single metallic eye in its center. Its nose, its lips, its pointed, jagged teeth, all metal, as is what might be a strip of metal running down the center of its head and another protruding from its chin. 8 metallic arms jet from its body in an array around the rotund, globular head, 3 claw-like fingers decorating each. Its single eye glows with a putrid, sickly yellow. I really can't overstate how hideous this bastard is. Like whoever created it has problems and made a choice. Didn't you make it, Amir? Someday he'll get the jokes. Someday. Shrar lirim har 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 har. The floating thing hollers. You have time to react as its claws stretch out. That same sickly yellow energy as his eye builds between them. A beam hits you. Hard. Roll d8. The smell of stomach bile hits. Of the alley out of the back of a tavern on the afternoon after a long light on a hot summer day. It's enough to make you want to send your own insides into the ground. Alright, everyone. Constitution saving throws. What number do we gotta beat? I'll tell you when we get there. Nothing, it's fine. I'll go first. 18. +2, dubbing it La Vinte Soncios. I may have still butchered that, but I'm going with it. I'm gonna have to buff these bosses, though. You people are in these roles all today. Wait, we're at a banquet. We're doing Noamir. I have to. The temptation. Be strong, you can do it. I can't. We're at a banquet and we're doing fight at Amir. Fight. Turn away from the pun. The pun. It's too much. We're at a banquet, which means we're doing dinner rolls. What's a dinner roll? Not a thing we grew up with. You don't know what dinner rolls are. Still funny. May just kill me off now. He knows we all laugh because we can hear his mad-ass cackle from all the way across the mall, and he knows what that does. It was a pretty good pun. Gee, thanks. Back to dying. Alright. Got Letty's number. Next. I'll go and pray we end all this. Roll 20. 20. What? What? Amir Bar, have you betrayed me? What the fuck? Peak, bruv. Hit me with them high beams, Lamau. But wait, you have a negative save, don't you? Like +2? Yeah, but that nat 20 biz gotta cancel that shit out at least, right? Fine. Next. Roll d20, 6. Oh, I see. I get it. Suddenly, if a drifter comes out of this unscathed, I'm gonna laugh real hard. Roll d20, 17. +1 is 18. KK, brace yourselves. Roll 5d8. The horrific blob monster with arms was still fairly far from you when he fired up his rot beam. Wander, Raylan, Zitchell, you each take 14 damage. Arthur, you take 28. That's my maximum hit points. Yep, I'm sorry. And I'm going to need you to start by immediately giving me a death saving throw. Roll d20. 10 or higher keeps you on the brink. 9 or lower counts as a fail. 3 fails, you're dead. Nat 1 counts as 2. Nat 20, you're brought back with 1 HP. Roll d23. You'll watch as Cedric crumples to the ground with a metallic thunk, his blessed sword rolling from his hand. Zitchell, you can feel that his life is teetering on the veil between the here and the hereafter, but unfortunately, you all have other problems on your hands, namely, the hideous, giant creature looming over you. Now, don't destroy them entirely, my sweet heckholder. The undead thing in the chair starts to push up from his chair with a groan like an old man. I need their bodies in one piece. He shuffles around the head of the table, leaning on the back of the chair and into the light. He isn't just a skeleton like Commander Nock, but a lich. A large gold disc in the shape of a lock like an aristocratic collar from days of yore sits around his neck. It weighs him down, pulling and arching his back toward the ground. He grasps his hands in front of him, turning his bony fingers together. You can see where he's done it. The bones are polished, brighter from the repetitive motion. The gold chains attach his wrists to the golden lock at his neck. Yes, well, you see, I think you're perhaps understanding how hopeless your situation is now, Not only do you face a heckholder, but I am the dreaded, the feared, Lord Alan V. I cough in pain, grabbing my side as I grimace through what's just been done. Never heard of you. Really? One of you is already at the gate of death. 2 of your friends are already being converted. He chuckles. Sit, drink, eat. It will put you into a stupor. My program is painless. You'll feel nothing but the warmth of the camaraderie of friends as all the desire for your meaning in life just floats away. I glance at Zitchell and Raylan, making sure they are ready to fight. We won't ever surrender. I commend your spirit. It'll be a good one to add to our collection. But we shall see how long you stay so ardently committed. Heckholder, deal with him. Roll for initiative. And Cedric, make another death saving throw. Roll d22. How are they getting worse? Are you certain you do not want to surrender to my program? Your paladin friend does not seem to be doing so well. I could save his life, in a manner of speaking. Roll d20. 6. 18. 20. Bruv, I think your bot got a crush, lol. How? What the fuck? Meanwhile, poor Arthur's over here being his cursed ass. Your bot knows who's bear swag and who ain't. It knows what's up. Ha ha. Now to roll for the heckholder. 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, how party wipe are we? Oh, this one goes up to 11. Even if you take out the heckholder somehow, you still have Lord V to deal with, remember? The two of them combined have like 495 hit points. You have considerably less than that. Why, rethinking V's offer? No, just want to know what we're getting ourselves into. Raylan, you're up. I'm going to take out my Nobilizer aim and fire at the back of this heckholder's ugly-ass head body thing. He's distracted, so I'm going to say you roll with advantage. 14. I'm afraid your look has finally run out. What? You gotta be kidding me. This is some bare dark shit, Amir. You aim your Nobilizer at the back of the heckholder, aim, fire, bang. The shot echoes through the space, deafeningly loud in the huge stone chamber, and you watch as your musket ball bounces uselessly off the thick, leathery hide of the heckholder. He turns around to look at you, confused. Zitchell, what should we do? I think I just saw Raylan bounce his best shot off of... What the hell? Oh. Okay. I'm probably gonna have to edit that down. The game restarted on by itself to install a hotfix. But we can just continue reading. Okay. We were close to the end anyway. I think I just saw Raylan bounce his best shot off the back of an ugly, rancid pustule, and it didn't flinch. The heckler's frown deepens. Lo siento. De nada. Amir. I don't know what that stands for. We've already lost. I'd rather not wake up in pieces. I walk over to one of the empty chairs at the table and sit down. Reaching out, I pick up the goblet of wine in front of me and I take a drink. I wait. Swearing in every language he was taught by his youths, by his tutors, Raylan levels his nobilizer at the dead ass in the chair. You do not hurt my dog. You do not hurt my dog. Lord V lifts his hands in a show of harmlessness. She will be asleep at your feet when you wake. She will love you no less, and she, like you, shall never age. She will be at your side forever. It's wrong. Would you rather I put her down? No. Would you rather she be left in a state where you could watch her age, wither, and die? Her limbs would atrophy with arthritis. She would get cancer. Her organs would fail. Death would come for her. At least that's natural. She's your spirit companion. I do not think I can unbind you without harming her. Regardless, choose. Amir, I know what you're doing. I can see this straight through you. Quincy, please. Whatever. Fuck this game, though, mate. You and I gotta talk. Raylan paces for a moment before he looks down at Duchess. There's no choice to be made in the end. His heart cracks. He walks over to the table with a long, heavy sigh. Sits down and downs the glass of wine in one go. My turn. I walk up to the table and sit down next to Morihime. I take the glass of wine in front of me and I drink it. The liquid tastes like normal wine on your tongue. It warms you like a fire, and as it spreads through you, you feel laughter bubble in your chest. It's like someone has just made a joke on the room, and you just got it for the first time. You smile in real happiness. A familiar voice, a man in the black and purple cloak, comes over from your shoulder. Get some rest. You're gonna need it for what comes next. With that, the room in your consciousness fades away. And scene. Tomorrow's the last one, everyone, so I need everyone to be here. Everyone. Everything seriously okay, Amir? Yep, why wouldn't it be? Okay, bye. Yeah, there's definitely something up with him. But yeah, that's session 5 with a brief interruption for the game to install a hotfix. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.